Not a good decision, I think, for a total of 7 games at max. Yeah, we are here in the semifinal of the best of 7 series between Edie and Stark in Mass Arena 4. Team random for the first game, Japanese war we've got, and we can do the whole thing with the maps again because both players used one of the restarts in the first game. What do you think of Stark's map? Doesn't seem like it is really gone worse.
Oh, actually really nice main goal, second goal in the back, main stone in the back, which is really awesome. He's got a little bit of space to boom if he needs it. 2 relics really close. Can get the deer in, I think, close to the gate. Shouldn't be a big problem. So yeah, that's a really nice map for him, I think.
That one tree at the main goal, do you see it? That is the most
Eh,
obnoxious thing ever because it's not a straggler tree. So you can't delete it. And your villagers
Yeah, but
rock really weirdly.
it can go a lot worse actually, because that one tree, it's at the corner, it's not a big problem. Star can put TCs or mining camps around, but I've seen way worse. Where you think,
Yeah,
oh my god.
it can get worse, but I'm just saying it's a little bit obnoxious with the padding mode
Yeah,
sometimes. All right,
definitely.
let's look at Eddie's map. Oh, look at that. He has the deer next to an extra berry patch. That's nice.
Always awesome to have.
Do
I'm
you
not
think he
sure if
will
he's.
will it instead of the front berries?
Actually, no, I don't think so. I think Eddie is more like keep my villagers close to the TC, mill the standard berries, and then there's the possibility to go with the TC later on to take the berries. But most likely he's going to lure the scout. I'm not sure, but from what I've seen, usually players go for that later on and not going even if it's close. The mill was the berries were outside of his map of his space then.
Oh god, oh god.
Possibility to be there. Ooh, and Star gonna
Stark
get
is
one in.
in. That's nice.
Yes, for sure.
Is it
So
Oh god. Okay, this is better for Stark, I think. Or is what do you think? What is it better to gain the information or is it better to I think it's worse for Stark, right? Because he can't use his scout to lure deer and he can't gain too much information before his scout dies to the other.
yeah, you want to get your scout on the middle of the map and not inside your opponent's space, unless it's like late feudal age, so players advancing to castle. Then it's okay. But on a monk war, especially on a monk war, you want to have your scout, and of course Stark is going to try and get as much information as possible. With a pause here, game's going slow for me.
I think it's Stark is lagging a bit and now he's laming. But we are past 4 minutes, thank God. So
Yeah,
we actually can't
and now
they
Stark
actually
wanted to
can't win.
attack the next sheep and couldn't because it was
Yeah.
his. Really nice.
But he will now. He will now for sure. No, never mind. But yeah, that's already a big mistake from Stark. I think he didn't even voluntarily got into the base. He just clicked into his base, not knowing that there was a hole.
Yeah, most likely.
Like that happened to me quite a few times. It happened to me against Stark, I think. Even, but whatever. Um, so he has a nice map to defend. I think he knows that Eddie will most likely go aggressive. The thing is, he can't be sure at that when he loses his scout.
Stark did do Loom, otherwise he would have lost that villager that's just getting the boar, and actually it's on 16 HP with Loom, 10 HP now, so that was actually a good decision to go Loom. Internet instability for Stark saying, so I guess they're gonna have a little bit of lag trouble.
Don't unpause like that. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. E. Stark is already 2 villages behind now. This is really bad.
Yeah, he lost the scout, he did Loom, and it's like a little bit more than, I guess, 1.5 villages. Yeah, roughly 1.5 villages behind, but it's like 40 seconds, I guess, and Eddie is gonna have a big advantage here, I think. Dark is not gonna take his deer, they're too far away. Well, he could mill them, actually, seen that before, but, and he has loom, so no problem for him there, but I don't think he's going to do.
Oh well.
Can see all
He's
the
going now.
resources that he needs. That's good for him. He can see 2 relics, and he's gonna find number 3, which is close to space as well.
Yeah.
But
I think
Legs.
he will get those two for sure. And I think he will take one deer, maybe all of them, if he mills them.
Well, he's Japanese. I forgot about that, but
Oh
Japanese and
yeah,
cheap
Japanese.
mills.
Yeah, right. Cheap mills. Yeah, he will for sure make a mill.
There is number 4. Yeah, he should take them. And I guess they really have problems with the lag here. A few pauses now and then. And the villagers going there. We're gonna see the mill.
Yeah, but we can already say that Eddie has a huge advantage at this point. Basically map control for the early game. More villages, no loom.
One relic inside is luring the deer actually, and he's got that extra gold inside his base as well, which is really
Ooh,
nice to have.
that is a greedy uptime, 23 pop. Especially at this with this lag.
Yeah, that may be the only problem for Edie, but otherwise he will be fine. He's doing that with Saracens, like 25 pop the Castle Age and then drop like 3-4 monasteries, go really aggressive, and he knows how to do this. Go to save and exit. Did they actually stop the game?
He initiated vote to save and exit.
Time is 8:54, 8:54. So I guess they stopped.
Oh wait, Stark is gone.
Gonna go out of the game right now, I guess. Yeah, they're not in the game anymore any longer. Hope Stark is coming back here actually. Eddie's saying 900 ping isn't acceptable.
Well, it's not really. No, you can't play 900 ping. It's not really an option. Well, it is an option, but
And Stark gonna restart everything, I guess.
yeah, you will. If you play with like 900 ping, it turns into a Chinese team game.
Oh yeah. Well, I haven't played those, but from what I've heard, that's yeah, unpleasant to say the least.
And if we continue like that, we will sit here until like 2 a.m. or something. Better to fix
I don't think they have that much time because they said in the scheduling they might continue on another day if they don't get the games finished.
Oh yeah, right.
At the start, when somebody in the spectator said Chinese war in game 6, who decided that one? And I thought we're not gonna see this today because either it's gonna end before or they're not gonna play till the end and get it on another day. But doesn't matter really. Let's hope Stark is coming back. For now, I don't see him. Restarting everything might take some time.
I hope they can restore the game actually.
I like Chinapple's comment on the chat. New Boobly players, HD players play with ping like that all the time. Yeah.
No. You have no idea, Chinaple. You have no idea. Like 2.5 years again, when I started out in HD and I was playing like Australia, US, EU team games on the patch back then, that was hardcore. You could there was like a 5-second delay. You have no idea what I've been through. Like with Chinese and stuff, dropping food and
Do we have restore here? Nobody's in game. Yeah, there we go. Eddie found a restored game.
nice.
And should start it now, I guess. Let's hope this is working. Game starting. Let's see if they're both going into the room. I remember when I casted, there was Jordan against Stout in the best of 21. They had a game on Land Nomad with Mayans against Chinese or something like that. They played for like 36 in-game minutes before game crashed, and I think Dreams was dropped. He asked to save and restore, and was not possible, so they had to restart the game actually.
Oh yeah, that is painful. I think Sacrifice versus Roomstock in the DM World Cup. In the last game, Sacrifice dropped and they couldn't restart. That was painful, and they had to restart the whole game as well. Kind of unfortunate. Happens
Wouldn't be the big
sometimes.
problem here.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Yeah,
be a big problem here. Well, apart from the fact that it would have to do the whole introduction thing again.
But looks for waiting and the spectator delay is counting down, so should be a big
Yeah,
problem.
no worries, no worries.
SMB saying yes, it was painful. Oh, good to know. Arabia 2v2 is no restarts. Is that true, or is that just the keeper saying?
No. It's Arabia is for real men, right?
That's your opinion.
Just joking, of course. All right.
Well, maybe for real random map players who saying, yeah, I want to play, be good in every map, but let's see. Game continuing, and I don't know if the lag's gotten any better. It doesn't really look like it, but I guess Edie will be the first to tell us.
Yeah. Well, real men play DM anyway. Okay. So apart from that, let's continue with the game. So what is Stark up to? Stark is going for a more standard fast castle, I feel like.
Doesn't really have a choice, I guess. And he's not up yet, and they can see how far he actually is behind. Edie advanced to feudal age, and Stark is still producing villages in Dark Age. Only now clicking up to feudal age, saying what the fuck, yeah. And Edie, of course, really fast here. But Eddie's resources not really looking too good.
He actually cancelled one villager to go up. Stark did it.
Eddie's gonna buy 100 food at least. He's only 4 villagers on berries. That's surprising. Usually with those build orders he's going 5 on berries. Maybe change that.
And also his berry villages are not ideally microed this time around.
But he's gonna click up in a second or two. And here we go, 800 food. Perfect. Going up to castle. It's really fast now. 11:38 click time.
Yeah, I think
now we're gonna
this
see a lot of villages at wood.
lag might have slowed him down and the restore and stuff, so
Definitely.
might have been a little bit too close for comfort there in terms of food. Okay, barracks already going up for Stark, so he is opting for map control. I guess he will make an archery range, a few archers, and trying to get around the map and see what's up.
Let's see. Most likely, when it's Edie, I would set my bets on stables. And actually, Stark is doing the stables.
Oh,
No
right,
archery
he's
range
just going to
because they
stable.
just
Interesting.
Too easily countered by monks, and he knows Eddie's gonna be up so fast. And Stark actually starting to wall the relics in. Too close to the space. That's really nice for him. Wants to secure those, and probably will siege workshop later on. Let's see. Eddie's wood count is what is very interesting to me now. How many monasteries is he going to go? He's sending a villager out already.
Is Stark walling the relics also? Sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, Eddie's sending 2 wills right now. Gonna see at least 2 more. Maybe siege workshop immediately. That's a possibility too. Stark clicked up. Okay, now Stark trapped 2 villagers inside the main goal. That's nice from him. He's safe, so no problem.
What the fuck? Stark.
Double monastery coming up from Edie forward.
Yeah, and he's walling his villages. Smart idea.
How many scouts are... Oh, Stark doesn't even have a scout yet. He doesn't have the food. He's doing the double attacks, doing horse collar now, but he's not getting a single scout in. And how did Eddie's scout go in right now? Through the gate?
Yeah, when the
hunters?
villagers went through the gate for the deer.
But at this point, it's really, really good for Eddie to have the scout inside, to be honest, because he's going to support that with monks really early. Monastery number 3 coming up, and he can heal the scout, he can convert. I think Siege Workshop will be there very soon. Eddie doing a second Lumbercamp only now. Makes sense, sending more villagers to gold. Scout in the front here, as for Stark, is he getting Spearmen out? No, nothing at all. Interesting. Builders there and a first scout cavalry on the way only now.
And already on stone Stark that is. That is a smart choice in my... But I don't know about the second and third TC. What do you think about that? I think
Makes
it might
sense.
make sense because it always felt like a little bit too much of an investment sometimes.
No, I think he knows he can't really put military units against Eddie here, so he's gonna build like a triangle of TCs, maybe covered up with a tower later on, some monks in the back. And he is protecting his main goal at all costs. Eddie can see this right now, you can see the TCs coming up. But I think it's not a bad layout for him at this point. A little bit of wall started with those houses, blacksmith, stable barracks. But Eddie, of course, is going to push. And there's one scout for Stark, going towards Eddie's monks here. Eddie saw it, so the scout is going to die or be converted. Here we go. Now Stark trying to boom, I guess.
Yeah, that's what he's known for, booming. And he's more of a defensive arena player. I've never seen him playing too aggressive on arena, I think.
That's a valid strategy. I think it was Eddie against Stark when Eddie lost in the Master Arena 3, wasn't it? Like
could be. I think Stark made a pretty deep run in Master Arena 3. Yeah, he beat him in this epic Mayan war, which went on for like 1 hour or so.
That
right?
was really funny.
And that was also really close series, if I recall correctly.
Now Eddie 14 villagers on gold, the Ram first, and Mangonel behind that. Only 3 monasteries for Eddie.
Also,
behind that.
Important thing to note, this is the first time that Stark is actually even on villagers with Eddie.
Oh yeah.
And now he's
Right,
getting
now he's
ahead.
Wow.
And that's pretty late if you're defensive against such an all-in. To be ahead in villages or in economy.
I feel like Eddie learned he feels the time when to stop a 1TC push and start to reboom. That's something he didn't do in earlier tournaments or some time ago. But now when he's pushing, it's really dangerous. But when he realizes, oh, my push might not succeed, and he's starting to boom behind but try to keep map control. And this is not really looking good for Stark here. Let's see how he can defend when Eddie is adding more units in.
Yeah, I feel like Eddie is playing a bit smarter now than he used to, or like more how do you say it? I don't know, but he's not playing too all in anymore. He knows how to transition out of a push.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's what actually won him the games against MBL in the quarterfinal.
Stark against Eddie 3-1, yes, and that was a good series, I remember that. First TC and a heavy attack, no villagers close, so it's gonna go down really fast. I don't think this game is gonna last for too long, because Stark doesn't even have a siege workshop, so Eddie doesn't need a redemption upgrade. And does he have a siege workshop? I don't see it.
No, he doesn't.
Labels coming up now, but
yeah, this
minus 1 TC.
I don't really think that Stark has a good chance of coming back now.
He needed a castle between those 2 TCs in front of the main gold, or at least 2 towers, but even then, the mangonels. So, might be a matter of time. Eddie's in stone with 3 villagers. This is interesting. Wants to get a castle up when... Oh, and resources for Eddie looking good. Just switch the point of view. Yeah, pretty relaxing game here for Eddie. I feel redemption coming in now. And Stark, back base is not that big, but he doesn't have so many villagers, so for now it's enough, I guess. Oh, look at that lumber camp for Stark in the back. That's really unfortunate. It's
oh my
funny to
god,
see.
this is This is terrible. Yeah, but I don't think he saw that it's just a little wood patch. I think he expected it to be more, but whatever. He's massing scouts now, and these scouts are his last hope, and he's trying to push in right now, but I don't think it will be enough.
That's actually something Eddie did better before. He had games where he had a barracks at this point and started to produce like 1, 2 spearmen, expecting.
Yeah, but he's now converting the barracks, so he will have spearmen.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's even better, I guess. Makes sense.
Being efficient and stuff.
And the next TC going down really fast here. Not enough scouts to actually go in for Stark. Only 9 military units. And Eddie is close to getting neck and neck on the villager count. 48-51. So I fear this game is gonna be cheat sheet before 30-minute mark maybe.
Yeah,
not looking good
it
for Stark
depends. It depends when Stark decides to actually go in with his scouts. But I feel like he can't really catch up.
But Edie
at
has a
this
dozen
rate.
monks behind it and they're not gonna die so easy.
Yeah.
It's, those 10 scouts and what Stark has, it's 11. It's not enough. The villagers even going in. I like this. Desperation move, I guess. Cloak saying Alt F4. And Eddie got enough stone for a castle right now. He can buy his way to Courage. Oh, look at the castle position for Eddie, right between the gold and stone. That's why he's planning
This
it.
is yeah. This castle position
Last fight of the
basically
game, I
says get out of the game. GG, it's GG, get out of the game. That's what this castle position says.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is the last fight for Stark, I assume. After that he will most likely GG. And there it is. GG, well played, 1-0 for Eddie. And I think most of this game was already decided in the Dark Age.
More or less, yes. Perfect example for that, actually. And when you know how good Eddie is on pushing, then you know, oh, my Dark Age is bad, I might run into trouble. And actually going for game 2 immediately, something I like. Not many pauses here any longer.
Well, he wants to keep the momentum, I guess.
Probably. Well, Stark could say, yeah, I need a break, but I think Stark also wants to play and wants to get a better game, actually, because game 1, 2 times restarted and restored. Not a good one for Stark here. Thea is coming back. We're gonna have random civilizations now, is that correct? Don't really remember.
Let me check. Yes, random civs and then it's a switch. The infamous switch.
Interesting. Cloak saying Roar is way too strong. Rulers of Rome, yeah.
ROR.
Can say that when you're in the same team, of course.
Yeah. Rulers of Rome. So which civ matchup would you be most excited to see in the random civ?
Oh, I'm not too sure. I hope no monk civ because I want to see another game now. On the other hand, Stark, let's assume Eddie is going to be in the lead after game 3, then Stark has to choose both civilizations. I don't think he is going for any monk civ there. So, is that correct? For the semifinals? Yeah. Losing player chooses civs. So, maybe like a semi-monk civ would be interesting here. I hope it's not Aztecs or Mayans. I don't want to see those in the random games. Actually not the most interesting. Well, they are interesting, but something more, I guess more boomy to have Stark with this good second game. Want to see as many games as possible here.
I would like a more balanced civ matchup, not much of an imbalance.
Yeah, maybe.
Like for example, Aztecs versus Vikings would be nice. Or whatever is unbalanced. Actually, Aztecs versus nearly every civ out there.
Yeah, on that level of play, definitely.
Especially in the hands of Eddie.
Sure how good Eddie is with Aztecs. I don't really know. I haven't seen him play too many Aztecs wars or too many Aztecs games, but well, Stark going to
the
boom
decided
when he got
game
this game.
MBL versus Eddie was an Aztec war and he won it quite decisively.
Okay, alright. Well, I believe you. He is the king of pushing, so...
Mhm.
And let's see,
All
going to
right.
the game.
Game 2 in the best of 7 series, random civs. We have Koreans for Eddie and Vikings for Stark. All right, what do you think about that?
Oh my god, I so hope for Edie to go like double siege workshop, Chorus, Mangonel push, and towers. That would be so great.
I think I saw
Uh,
like an insane game on your channel. What was it? Kaif versus LB10, where he went like 4 siege workshop with Vikings, something like that.
yeah,
Not
double
too
siege
sure.
workshop is a really strong strategy on that level. Not on their level, Eddie against Stark, but well,
Yeah.
Eddie could push here, of course. Doesn't really his map doesn't really matter here with Koreans. You get those strong Mangonels and Vikings. They don't have the monks to defend really, so Eddie got a back gold, the main gold forward, but not a big problem. Even 3 deer inside. The main stone safe in the back. He should be fine here. 1 relic inside again for Eddie, so the relic hex continues. I guess Eddie's going to push. I don't think he's going to
Yeah, for
sit back and
sure.
boom here.
I don't think. Well, could do both. I mean, like in terms of a viable strategy, he kind of could do both. He could try the turtle, but against an early push with Vikings, it can be hard. If you get caught off guard. But
Yep.
I feel like Eddie's gonna push for sure with mangonels and yeah, siege mainly, right? And towers and castles.
Dark doesn't have too much of gold inside his base, at least not in the back. He's got that extra gold in that far corner and a lot of space. But the main gold somewhat forwardish, and if Eddie's going to push, he's gonna cover that and control that rather easily once he can see it. And where's the second and third gold? The third gold pretty far away. See the other one right now, where is it? I'm missing, on the right hand side, okay. So other golds outside, not really good map for Stark here.
Yeah, let's see if Stark even scouts that gold back there. A lot of players sometimes just forget about it.
We didn't find these 2 sheep either, and he can see them. So there was a gate, I guess. He can see the 2 sheep. He's going to get them. I feel like on Arena you should do like more sheep scouting. You do it in Arabia all the time. Every Arabian player is using his sheep to scout, and you could use 1 sheep to scout the whole back of the base and still have the scout work. It's not a big trouble, but not a lot of players are doing it. I'm pretty sad about this. But there's another thing. After building a castle, you build an emergency castle. Use all your farmers and some lumberjacks to build a castle, and then most often players try to send the villagers back like all at once. But of course you have to redistribute them. You have to say you're a farmer now, you're a lumberjack now, and only a few times I've seen players garrison the villagers and then use the send back to work, and they are all going back to what they were doing before. It's so efficient, but yeah, how often do you see so many idle villagers then? See what Stark is doing here actually in this map with the main gold forward. He's got 3 deer inside, that's nice. He's got close relics. I don't think
Well,
this is going to be
Stark
decisive.
has done Loom again, is again 1.5 villages behind.
Yeah, not really good for him.
Just wanted to
Not
point that
sure.
out.
Not sure why. Maybe he's not confident with the lag and wants to be safe and not to lose a villager. But
Well,
not really that much
Stark is
better.
a player who's on the very safe side. He always takes a lot of precautions, basically, or a lot of safety measures. So it's not surprising to me that he does Loom, but it's really not ideal to do so, especially on Arena.
Yeah, Eddie quick with the luring, getting the deer in a very early time. That makes sense for him. And Stark should start very soon, I guess. He's still scouting around. Looking, yes, scouting for Stark, looking pretty good. He's missing his third gold on the left-hand side, on the far left. He cannot see that yet. It's a really awkward position, and now starting to lure the deer in. He still didn't get those 2 sheep in the back. Therefore, only 1 left on this TC, boar and 100 food. But he should get that 2 sheep after luring the first deer, I guess. 22 population. Is Stark sending villagers to gold already? I can see the gather point here.
Oh, that's odd.
What is he planning to do with the Vikings here? Mining camp coming up right now. No, he's cancelled it.
No, he's
Going
just
to another
repositioning
place.
it. Well, is he going for a more greedy uptime this time? Seems like a 25 pop.
Possible, then he needs all the deer here, and doing loom and that, not really what they want to have. Fast uptimes, can't really afford to do loom. Star caught his villagers on the berries. That's always nice to see. I hate it when the berry villagers are going around and then everybody's on one side. Both players up to feudal age.
Yeah,
Nice.
but Edie is actually sooner up to feudal age, but with one more villager. That's the thing
Yeah.
with loom. So
And he was
that's
ahead, of
massive.
course.
That's massive. I mean, Vikings get their eco bonus, sure, but still, it's a huge setback for the early economy.
Yeah, Eddie, I like the lumber camp from Eddie close to the main stone. He's more or less cutting this open. This is good. Two villages in gold right now. Barracks coming up for Eddie, so he's gonna go for aggressive approach here, or at least for map control. And if he's not pushing, then he's gonna try to get as many relics as possible. But he cannot see any relics but the one inside his base. Wow, where did he miss them? He's gonna find one in the middle now, and then he has to scout dark space actually to find the rest of them.
It was pretty close though, for the other one in the middle. And now he's scouting them. Alright, there we go. No?
Anybody's
No?
really
He
being
didn't.
pushed with...
Just missed them.
Oh, again! Wow! He missed both. No, he's gonna find
Okay,
one
he
close
found
to
one.
dark space and another, but yeah, not too good.
Star
Wonder
can't get out of
Edie-
this gate, right?
Let me see this one. He may be able to cut the tree, but for
Yeah, he
now
can cut the
can't.
tree. He can cut the tree, but he can't get out now.
Good for Stark, he can see the extra gold on the right hand side. If he's actually being pushed, he might go there. And Eddie cannot see it right now, and I don't know if he's going to find it. And Stark is going with the stables here, while Eddie, same thing. So we're gonna see a few scouts here. And probably a knight or two for Eddie in early Castle Age.
Eddie likes to do knights with siege, within non-monk civs, I think.
And he's doing that so clever. He's keeping the knights somewhat in the back, the scouts at the front, the monks in siege, of course, the monks a little bit behind the scouts, and then the knight as backup. If he's actually fighting instead of converting, then the knights are just so strong. And it's a really good strategy for Eddie, and he's performing that so well. We have a pause here, I guess.
Yep, hopefully it's not laggy again. Let's look in the lobby. Okay, no, they haven't returned yet, so it shouldn't be a drop or anything. Also stable for Stark, as you pointed out.
Actually nice for us. We're not gonna see a pure boom game. I don't really like those. Game continuing now. Look at the first scout. Eddie doing double bidex. Probably horse color after that, and then he's gonna go for the first scouts most likely. It's always taking a little bit of time, of course. The villagers on gold for Stark. Eddie with 5. Like Eddie is gonna go a little bit more aggressive than Stark here.
Eddie
Makes
for sure is
sense.
gonna make a siege workshop. I feel like. And a monastery, of course. But I feel like siege workshop as well. Down the line.
I like the houses from Stark, and the other side barracks and stables having a little bit of a wall off already. Problem is just the main goal is in front of that. And I guess that was a toilet break for Stark, as you can see right now.
Yes,
Oh god.
yes. Start the game
Seemed like a nervous
already.
bladder or something. Do we have that here? I don't think
I
so.
think he
but-
just got up from bed, so before the games
Ah, that's possible.
or something. Like he said, yeah, like he said, yeah, he made it, thank God, and that he was tired. So that's what I'm assuming.
We go 80 with the 4 villagers. Spearman on the way. That's the second scout out. Stark can see the villager now. Can you see the monastery as well? Yep, can see that one. So he knows. Eddie deleting that one, actually going a little bit more forward. And we do see Boso and Loom coming in for Eddie. Eddie could see the scout, so he knows just in case. Let's put Loom on my villager. I don't want to lose him. Scout fired on the right hand side. Might be close on, but Eddie's going back, which makes sense. Spearman is there, and now Stark is to run away. Stark is getting a monastery up too. And do we see any TCs for Stark? Not for Eddie either, I guess.
Very nice
Well,
fights
Eddie's-
from Eddie, by the way. Got a lot of
Yep.
damage on the scouts.
And the siege workshop coming up, of course. First monk on the way. Stark getting a monk too. I guess Stark should go for the first TC very short next minute. Or go for the aggressive defense and just add siege workshop, add... I don't
Now
know.
he's going for TC and he's housed, actually.
Ooh, 35 pop house. It's
Is he building a house? Oh yeah, there's two houses in the back. And will Stark try to snipe this monk? No, that would be too risky. He would lose too much.
probably, yeah.
More spears coming into the front for Eddie. And I don't think he's really intending to do much eco.
Stark is getting the light cav upgrade. This should be interesting.
Oh, there's a very early light give upgrade. Maybe he can catch Eddie off guard.
He needs more. That's
Yeah, that's
three
for
light
sure.
cavs,
That's for
should be
sure.
enough.
That's for sure. Against like 5 spears.
He's
we-
going in actually.
Oh, nice. He's
Interesting.
sniping
What's
one
the kill?
monk. One monk already. Nice pick up
Ah,
there.
back. That's good. That's two, but he can't get to the mangonels. Eddie losing one monk for now nothing.
On the
Ooh,
second
there's
monk as
three light
well.
cav.
Nice. That was
Good.
really nice micro from, really nice control from Stark.
5 light cav surviving, can get a monk now. Did he lose a monk? No, is he getting another relic in? Did he try to actually get that relic, but the gate is blocked and realized, damn, I can't go through?
Yeah, seems like.
Double archer range coming up for Stark. He's really going with the castle all in. He knows Eddie is pushing and pushing really hard, probably on only one TC, so why not respond to a lot of military units and try to defend as long as possible and maybe get a little bit better boom in. I think that's what Stark is heading for right now. The question is Eddie's push going to be successful?
Stark
Ooh,
playing
I like
this
him coming from
very nicely. I feel like how he's always keeping Eddie on his toes.
yeah,
Also
it's really
sniping a
beautiful to see.
mangonel. Oh, that was unfortunate. Those light cav kind of bugged out a little bit, so they died. I think they could have survived if Stark was a little bit more lucky.
3 archer ranges, the third one on the way for Stark. This should
3
be
archer
interesting.
ranges? That's
The-
interesting.
He's got 2 plus 6 villages on gold. He's taking the extra gold inside his base, far away. The siege workshop now coming up. Eddie only 100 stone. Is he building a second T? Oh yeah, he got a second TC. I didn't see it on the main stone. Makes sense. Once you get a castle up at a certain point.
And another
Nice.
monk going down for Eddie. Yes, there it is. And another one.
Wow,
Nice.
Stark. Perfect army control here and going back again. This is good. Eddie finally adding a knight to defend a little bit better against those light cav ratings, but really the efficiency of Stark here is amazing. And now
Plus-
his healing, it's good.
Sorry, plus Eddie can't see the transition into archery ranges yet.
Yeah, gonna be a surprise for him too. Oh, and the spearmans are gonna die, so spearman gonna die so badly. Crossbowman on the way. And can he get the mangonel? I don't think so.
Yeah, if he had targeted the... Oh no, he can. There it is. He got it. And he got a knight as well.
Mangonel's one for nothing. He convert a knight here?
Yeah, he converted one. And nearly got another mangonel with that. He's playing this very nicely. Targeting the important units. Prioritizing correctly.
Eddie must be thinking like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Sorry for that. What the... And Stark doing, wow, killing the villager on the mangonel.
I guess
Hey, Milmano.
Also, Eddie kind of expected more of a boom defense from Stark than this. But Stark
I guess, yeah.
adapted very nicely, I think.
Second stable coming up for Stark now as well. That's amazing.
Yeah, he's going
to
for the
push.
full-out defense here. And is there a transition for Eddie? Okay, he's added a second TC. That's nice.
Yeah,
So
it's
he's
been there for quite a while.
alright, so he's got that as well. And they're even on villages.
Eddie is actually not looking bad, but his push is pretty much failing. An fight coming
Well,
in.
it depends how these units perform right now. Okay, converted the light cap. That was really nice. So he didn't lose any units there. Military now 14 to 6 in favor of Eddie, actually. This could still spiral out of control for Stark there if he's not cautious.
Eddie looking a little bit better now. And Stark's main problem is his main goal, which he cannot take.
Oh look,
should have
sniping. Oh, sniping one more monk, but it got converted again.
Stark needs to be a little bit more patient. He is attacking, but he doesn't have enough units to do that. He should have waited to have a little bit more. Now, not looking good.
Yeah, I think he kind of missed the opportunity to mass his units. Like he ran them in over and over and over again, even though he killed a lot of units already. So maybe he should have at one point just backed up a little bit, massed a little bit more, and then try to crush the forward from Eddie. But yeah, let's see. Third stable now added for Stark.
And there we go. Eddie's sending the villagers to build a castle. He's splitting them off from gold. He's got 630 stone. Stark is not gonna get a lot of gold in this game from his main gold.
And war wagons could be a nice addition to this push.
Yeah, possible.
They can soak up a lot of damage.
I think Stark, oh my god, Stark cannot see the gold on the right hand side. His second gold, he missed that one. That's not good for him. He can see the one on the left. Just a little bit more away.
Oh god, how did he miss that? Oh my. This is this is ridiculous. I mean, I don't think he could reach it. He wouldn't be able to take it anyway. But kind of unfortunate how he missed it.
For Eddie can see the gold, and Eddie can see the little gold on the left hand side as well. Stark's best gold would be the one on the neutral zone, the right hand side of the map. There he could take gold, even unseen, but he won't be able to send villagers there. Not now. Not
And he
any longer.
also kind of built himself in. I don't think he can go through these military buildings.
Yeah.
Without being noticed, basically.
Longer pause here again.
Maybe it's toilet break, who knows?
Maybe Eddie got the nervous bladder now.
And even though the points are in favor of Stark, I feel like Eddie has a little bit of an advantage in terms of map control and position in the
Sniping
game.
another monk. One light cap surviving. Going back now. A few crossbows back for Stark here. Question is, where is Eddie going to put this castle? How far forward is he going? Put 4 mangonels for Eddie. This is looking good for him now. Stark needs to accelerate his boom, let's call it like this. He needs to mass units at a certain point. The castle just next to the main gold.
Oh, this is a nasty castle.
All the military buildings in range.
That's a really tough castle for Stark. And without his main gold, he will have a very hard time pushing it away. And he's not really ahead in villages at this point. Only 6 villages ahead. Although I think his villages are working a little bit more efficiently all this time. I feel like he's not that far ahead in terms of economy.
Yeah, it's also the reason that Stark is still ahead in points, I think. He's The KD is not that much different, and he's got the better eco going.
Okay,
I'm
so
assuming that's
snuck out now with villagers. Eddie didn't notice it. He deleted a house in the back,
Yeah.
so his villagers got snuck out, sneaked out rather.
I think Eddie is not going to find us. You were right about the war wagons. He's creating them immediately.
Yeah, they will do very nicely against the crossbows, and also against mangonels they do quite decently.
Like Stark needs to add a tower or something in front of those TC in the back. This is looking really dangerous now.
Okay,
Ooh,
he's
and
doing
look at the next TC for Stark.
a very TC from Stark here in the middle of the map.
That's just awesome.
Yeah, the only thing that keeps him in this game is that Eddie didn't notice that. If Eddie would have noticed that, he sneaked out with the villagers, the game would have been over.
I think Eddie may go to the left hand side at a certain point, try to find out. Maybe even Palisade Scout is Stark there. Maybe not on the berries, but on the gold for sure. Of course, he's concentrating in the middle now. Stark's base, taking Stark's gold as expected. And yeah, mangonel fights coming in. +1 range, really handy now for Eddie here. 1 for 1. Can he get a 2 for 2? Yes. Oh, Eddie lost quite some mangonels.
And 3 for 3.
As the war wagons are there and they're really tanky. Crossbows can't really do a lot against those.
This Steel Center is quite random. I guess he wants to secure his stone, but it looks a little bit awkward back there.
Possible, yeah.
But the thing is, Stark doesn't really want to have equal trades at this point. He wants to trade more. He wants to trade more efficiently.
Yeah,
not
look
get
at the
pushed
middle of the
further.
map. Stark is going to counter-attack here, most likely.
Oh, nice move here. Nice move. I like this. This is getting to be a very entertaining game. I like it.
Stark has not even 800 gold left in the back of his base, so he's relying on his gold on the left-hand side now. Eddie probably didn't find that yet. Now Lightcav moving towards the middle, not really important. Eddie.
Well, Eddie should see it when he's collecting the relic there in the middle. He decides to do so.
Where's that next castle for Eddie going? 640 stone in the bank, sending villagers forward.
I guess right in his face yet again.
Yeah, next to those farms, that's perfect shape for the castle. I don't think he's going that far forward, but maybe, we don't know yet.
Where's it going?
Nope,
There it is.
not that
Alright.
far.
Of course, would have been a little bit better at Stark's forward position, but Eddie hasn't scouted it yet, and I think he's got a little bit tunnel vision at the moment.
Usually you should have seen that by now.
Oh yeah, he should see the straggler trees, at least. No, not the straggler trees, but the chop down trees in the fog of war.
Yeah. The thing is, if Eddie was checking the left-hand side, he would use the Palisade Scout trick and discover it immediately. But like this, he's not gonna even pay attention to the left-hand side. That he's trying to, and he can see more TCs from Stark. That's the thing. He may think, yes, Stark has more TCs inside his base, so he's probably there. And only after taking the next TC down, that one that he can still see.
Okay, now he knows. He's getting attacked at his own base. He must know.
Yeah, there we go.
And there he
This
goes
would
with
be
his
nice.
with monks, but these monks will get killed immediately. Yeah, there you go. Run,
Bye-bye,
old man.
monks.
Rip.
All the Apollos are not going to help here.
Yeah, how villages numbers looking? 95 villages for Stark. He's holding on quite well.
War still close, actually. 4 mangonels and 9 war wagons for Eddie here attacking the TC in the crossbow. So this TC is going down pretty fast.
Okay, I hope for Eddie that Stark doesn't find his main gold or reach his main
Stark
gold too
killing-
quickly.
Stark
that would be-
killing 1 villager.
Yep,
Tower coming up for Eddie.
nice choice.
Guard tower upgrade is
Nice
helping
choice.
here. fortified wall for Stark now. Interesting. Oh, and he's walling himself in. Yeah, that makes sense. Like the villages on the right-hand side for Stark, trapping in and taking wood. The crossbows now under the guard tower and trying to take down villagers. Not happening any longer. And there's a mangonel for Edie inside his own base. Eddie's main gold, only 400 left. And Stark's attack not as efficient as he wished. Cable's coming, but Stark is gonna stay in the game. He's not looking too bad, and he's even building a TC on the right-hand side on that extra gold that Eddie cannot see at all. So Stark has one safe location at least.
I think this is actually what the developers imagined Arena would be like, potentially. Hence why it's called Arena. I like this a lot.
And another TC on the right-hand side. Stark spreading all over the map. We've seen that before. Not in this tournament, maybe, I don't know, but in a few games. And most of the times, those were the really good ones. So for now, I'm really enjoying this. Stark with a lot of TCs on the map. How many does he have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To be 7? 7? I think.
2 on the right-hand side. Once this is finished. And on the left. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, what's happening now?
And another TC. On the right hand side of the map there's another TC going up. And another going down his own base. And now Eddie is also pushing the forward base here from Stark, who's building yet another TC.
Makes sense. Castle H4, Eddie doing wheelbarrow now. About time, I guess.
Oh, Eddie losing all of his mangonels. Oh, not 1 HP on this one mangonel. That's unfortunate. Quite the unfortunate thing. So,
PC coming for Eddie on the main gold of Stark. Nice to see.
who would you favor in this position now?
Difficult. Eddie still got map control, and I don't see Stark going up to Imperial Age anytime soon. He's trying to mass units, but Eddie is attacking him almost everywhere. So I think Eddie's still with the edge.
Yeah, the thing is, I think the most important thing is Eddie has the superior buildings with the castles, plus the superior units with the wall wagons.
Definitely.
And I think that's might be the key factor for his win here.
116 villagers for Stark. The only thing that is gonna keep him in this game is a really, really good booming. Another TC coming in on Eddie's gold, which is close to his forward base. And if he can get like 140 villagers, like a number like this, then he could mass whatever. Elite skirmishers, pikemen, light cav, and only the numbers can help Stark here because he's not gonna get enough gold.
Basically, the thing is though that he never got to this point in the game where he really could mass a lot of units. He sniped key units from Eddie here and there every now and then, but he never really stopped that, and he never really got the chance now to stop it and mass units. So he will just get pushed here.
Look at Eddie's gold, that's terrible.
Yeah, 89 gold.
Left hand side.
Oh, wait, which one?
Left hand side, inside Eddie's base. That second goal that he has.
Oh my god, oh god, oh god.
That's really terrible.
Interesting. That's like 40 idle villages. No, Eddie has literally 40 idle villages at the moment.
Yeah, that's 27 villagers standing around the goal doing nothing at all. Wonder when he's going to realize, well, he's not getting a lot of gold in now. 5 idols.
So much idle time for Eddie. Total idle time for Eddie. 5 hours. Villager time.
Oh my god.
In comparison to 2.5. Yeah, like Nimano is saying in chats, this game is so full of cliches, and I agree. Stark with a fortified wall, Eddie with the scrappy eco, let's call it that. 40-minute wheelbarrow was...
Stark you'd expect, even though I agree. That's really like perfect example. Stark doing 200 villagers, the spectator here. Yes, of course, that's what he needs to do. 141, he's actually at that number where he can easily mass a lot of units, and he's got 20 military units right now. So actually, Eddie having all these idle villagers for quite some time. Down the score, more or less. Where's Eddie
Elite's
going
skirmisher
now?
upgrade now for Stark. So I guess he will just try to mass Trash and Siege and try to kill Eddie's main force.
Definitely.
He really has a healthy pop. 100, nearly 180 pop. That's a very nice count.
I think for Eddie he's got 114 villagers as well, so he's not like one TC push all the
Yeah,
time.
the thing is, most of his villagers are idle most of the time and not really working too efficiently. Like at the stone in the front now, or 4 at the gold.
Like the castle for Eddie that's coming up on the left hand side.
Where is it? Oh,
Give
there
him
it is. Nice and aggressive
A lot
castle.
more map control.
What are these crossbows doing? Just walking there casually.
Eddie can still not see anything about the right hand side of Stark space. You can see the farms, but Eddie cannot. So he's concentrating on the left now. And 166 villagers for Stark. He's gonna get so many resources in. Can spend them, of course. This should be really interesting in the next
He
like
needs
10
to
minutes.
get his military units into one ball though. Not spread out like that. Can't
Yeah.
trickle them in all at once. Won't
Stark
work.
is popped.
Yeah, Stark is popped, but only with 26 military. 25 military. He has 173 villages. I think he overestimated his losses, I guess.
And if I counted correctly, Stark has 11 TCs on the map. It's like, was it Slam or somebody with 12 TCs on Arabia?
Yeah.
With 11 TCs for Stark here. It's just crazy.
Stark wants to compete.
It's actually the same thing as in the Master Arena 3, where Stark had like 40 military units, was his largest army, I think, and Eddie went to like, I don't know, 110, 120, and that Mayan Sword was so crazy, and Stark is doing the same thing again. He's getting so many villages up, and he just, look at the resources, this is crazy. He can go
Well,
to Pure Age if he wants to.
180 villages seems like a bit of an overkill. That would be the right amount for 300 pop, but we're still in a 200 pop game. Oh.
But it's actually smart, because as long as he can survive those villagers, at any point he can delete them.
Oh,
pick up
look
to
at
Pure
that.
Age.
He just sold everything at the market and now has 2k gold banked up.
Beautiful.
That is a nice move. Is he trying to go up now to Imperial Age? No. Oh, yes, he is.
Yep.
He's going up. Oh, that's nice.
That's just beautiful.
Let's see if he can get away with.
The minimap alone is so crazy to see. Eddie controlling all the middle and Stark split on 2 sides, but I feel like Eddie is gonna get crashed.
Eddie is just going so all in with his castles here. He just concentrates so much on those 12 farms. And the 1 goal, of course. But I feel like this castle is a little bit wasted at the moment.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like he thinks that this castle might be the GG castle, like go get out of this game, but it's not.
Yeah, and now he realizes Stark is attacking me from the right hand side, so something is wrong here. And he's gonna find the right hand side base from Stark, but he's not gonna be able to do anything against it. He doesn't have the military units to do that actually.
Neiman was asking what Eddie's resources are looking like, and Eddie's resources are not looking like he's going up too soon. He could go up if he intends to idle something, but I think he will just continue on pushing. He's making more light cap and stuff. So I don't think he intends to go up. He will just cast push and military push his way to victory, or that's what he intends to do.
Oh my god, this is like so crazy. Insta classic game for me.
This is a really nice game indeed.
What are we gonna
50
see
village.
next?
Nearly 50
Stark
idle
is-
villages now.
Yeah, looking better. We're gonna see when Stark is up to the input. Is he gonna do cap ram?
Oh, for sure.
Racer coming in most likely. 2 months of rotation. Gold mining only now for Stark, really late. Chemistry, Capram, yeah, a lot of researchers coming in at one point. Time.
And another cast, look at that. And Eddie is
Eddie's
so
secured
tunnel
gold
visioned
now.
at the moment.
He wants to kill Stark on one side, and that actually makes sense because you cannot afford to have Stark on two sides attacking the middle. That's something Eddie needs to stop. So actually, having a strong left side with that extra gold and then the wood
I don't think though that this castle does more than the other castles already do, or the
Probably not.
mangonels for that matter. I think that castle would be better securing the other side for the moment, or buying some time on the other side. Because this castle doesn't really cover more than the other two castles already do, in my opinion.
Eddie got 6 castles right now.
Yeah.
For Stark.
Gosh.
And Eddie raiding the right hand side while not losing light cap. I think where's the pikeman upgrade for Stark? That should come in any second too. Iron casting scale, that armor is on the way. But Eddie is getting rid of Stark's left hand side. So
Siege ram already now for Stark. That's a very important upgrade against Koreans and Warwing. Koreans have a kind of a hard time if they don't have onagers to deal with siege ram.
yeah, that's true. Command Eddie. 53 military units, Stark 64, so he's even got more army and he's gonna have the stronger army very soon. The first castle is starting to fall with the siege rams. And on the left hand side a lot of elite skirmishes. Wow, this game is really good here.
Yeah, actually, through all the raiding and through all the destruction, Stark is now on a healthy villager count. I think he kind of accounted for that, and he intended to sell all of his resources to get gold. A very smart play on Stark's part here.
And now the question in Eddie's base, what is stronger than one siege ram and a lot of elite skirmishers? Actually, Eddie doesn't really have a way to counter this because elite skirmishers 3+4 attacks, they are decent. Ah, there's the mangonels coming in. That's one way to do it, of course. Stark losing a lot there. So many fights on the map, this is just crazy. Eddie's still doing knights apparently. I think he should go up a lot better than having too many.
Oh, look at that! Skirmishes entered Eddie's base. I totally missed that.
Yeah, it's the siege rams, but the mangonels are there, so Eddie isn't in too much trouble now.
Still 50 idols now again for Eddie.
Wow.
It's like he has only 70 villagers actually doing stuff. Oh, that's a nice pickup. Look at the light cap in the north.
Yeah.
At the stone, killing a ton of villagers. Not really letting Stark get more ground. And now Stark is entering Eddie's space yet again. Oh, this game is interesting. This game is really interesting.
Eddie doesn't have the resources he needs to support the army size he wants to have against Stark, right?
And Stark now noticed also his extra gold there on the side. He already mined from it.
Yeah. Stark not so many resources any longer, so actually the game's still close.
I think Stark actually is actually in a decent position now.
Definitely, yeah. Eddie 1k gold, but not enough food to like.
Now let's see. Let's take a look at farm eco from Eddie. 24 farmers at the moment, and not the most efficient farms either. Those will also soon be destroyed, so I think he won't get up if he doesn't, and I don't think he wants to buy himself food at this point in time. So I don't know. I feel like Stark will win if it continues like that.
Probably, yes. Eddie, too many idle villagers, and he actually needed to move to the left-hand side where all the castles are and the gold is. That's a safe spot for Eddie to get some eco going, a relatively safe spot. He's still able to defend his base for now. But the question is how long, and there's so many single idle villagers. It's really terrible. Eddie doesn't have the time to fix that. He's fighting in
Yeah,
so
the
many
thing
places.
is, I think Eddie doesn't really. I think Stark is really in his comfort zone right now in this scrappy game, scrappy macro game. I feel like Eddie is not. Totally not.
Not really.
But still, he's keeping up nicely. He's keeping Stark at bay. He doesn't really let him expand too much. He's constantly raiding his golds, his key locations, his minerals, like stone. He doesn't really let him get too many gold and stone mines. So that's the only way really he can win at this point in time. What are the market prices like? Still decent because he bought some. But still decent, so Stark can get away with selling some food and gold, some food and wood for gold, and making
Eddie
seed.
losing the monastery in the middle. 4 relics gone.
Aye, that's
Not looking good
painful.
for him. Population 163. He's losing buildings inside Stark space. There's a lot of siege rams. There's pikemen, and the knights are really helping. The middle is belonging to Stark now, and the castles are being attacked next. This is not looking good for Eddie, actually. Stark moving in.
And GG!
And
Eddie
yeah,
with the
caught by Eddie.
GG. Maybe a bit premature, but I don't think it was a bad call for a GG.
Oh, it's alright. I think Eddie knows he couldn't really win this any longer. He needed to be up to Imp and get help. But yes, that would have been a really good choice for
Yeah,
him.
maybe I
But he
don't I think he underestimated Stark's economy, and I don't think he thought that Stark was actually up to Imperial. Otherwise, he wouldn't have pushed so hard, and maybe instead of more Knights and Light Cav would have just gone up to Imp and take it the safe route
would have been better, yeah.
with
That's
Honor
the best
just.
game I've seen OC ever. Nice comment here from Ansi in the game room.
All
Yeah,
right,
one of the best arena games probably.
1-1. I thought Stark had lost this at one point, but he's proven me wrong. And the key thing was that he actually sneaked his villages out, or he managed to sneak his villages out.
Yeah. Didn't see the 6 hours arena 1v1. I don't know about that one. Comment from